Hi everyone, and greetings once again from Radio Wasteland Records. Time for our weekly check into some of the new releases that are headed to an independent record store near you. Not the full list, of course, way too many to cover in such a short amount of time, but we do have a healthy list this week, so we're going to go ahead and dive right into them. Here is what we have, though, for some new releases headed to the shelves on Friday, the 1st of March, 2024. Starting off with one, and I'm going to pronounce this phonetically just because we don't want to get in trouble here with the YouTube police, from STRFKR. And their brand new one called Parallel Realms. The description says that on their latest full-length album, STRFKR embraces a more pop-forward approach. This one is coming on violet and cobalt blue vinyl in a gatefold jacket with what they're saying is a spot, gloss, and die-cut printed Euro sleeves. So this brand new one from STRFKR on cobalt, blue, and violet vinyl called Parallel Realms, coming in at a suggested list price of $38. Bear with me on the description on this one also because it gets a little verbose. Ministry is back and they show no signs of stopping or slowing down for even a breath. Instead, the band cranks out another blast of industrial metal on its brand new opus and 16th full-length album, I have to pronounce this correctly, Hopium for the Masses, all one word, Hopium for the Masses, coming from Ministry. Brand new stuff. This one is on green and yellow splatter vinyl from Nuclear Blast Records, coming in at a suggested list price of $27. Sticking with the heavier stuff, we've got a brand new solo album from Bruce Dickinson. This one's called The Mandrake Project. The description says, renowned as one of the greatest and most distinctive heavy metal vocalists of all time, Bruce Dickinson is now releasing his new album entitled The Mandrake Project, and it sees him reunited with longtime musical collaborator and producer Roy Z. The Mandrake Project will be Dickinson's 7th solo album and his first since Tyranny of Souls way back in 2005. Pressed on 180-gram double LP black vinyl with a gatefold jacket, The Mandrake Project, new stuff from Bruce Dickinson, coming in at a suggested list price of $36. Two variations, well, three if you count the black vinyl, of the new one from Zach Sabbath. This is Doomed Forever, Forever Doomed. The description says that Zach Sabbath are back with an even more massive dose of pure Black Sabbath worship. Celebrating more than 50 years of Birmingham's most famous four inventors of heavy metal, they're being honored by the preeminent tribute trio led by guitarist and singer Zakk Wylde. It's a loving tribute that contains Zach's takes on Black Sabbath's second and third full-length classic heavy metal masterpieces, Paranoid and Master of Reality. So as I mentioned, three variations of this, a black vinyl version, but the very cool looking double LP red vinyl version, that one coming in at $33. Then we also have a purple vinyl version of the new Zach Sabbath, that one also coming in at $33 as well. On the new-ish front, we've got a Lost Demos album from Linkin Park. The description says that Lost Demos is a 14-track compilation of fully realized songs and works in progress that were recorded before and during the sessions for their landmark second album, Meteora. It goes on to say that although the release title includes the word demos, the first three tracks are songs that were completed during those recording sessions but not included in the final album. So the Lost Demos from Linkin Park coming in at a suggested list price of $25. Lots of cool stuff on the reissue front for the 1st of March as well. And we're kicking it off with a fun one from the Beach Boys. Here is Pet Sounds coming on clear Coke bottle green colored vinyl. This is the Beach Boys' iconic 1966 album and is universally hailed as one of popular music's most important recordings of all time. This very special pressing comes to you on a Coke bottle clear vinyl as mentioned. Pet Sounds has also been remastered in stereo with faithfully replicated original artwork. Now, we did get word from one of our distributors that this is going to be an allocated release, so getting a hold of several of these may be kind of tough, so get them while you can. This reissue of Pet Sounds, one of those RSD Essentials releases, is going to list for about $33. Next up from Music on Vinyl, we have got a great reissue from the Martin Scorsese Presents the Blues collection. This one is Stevie Ray Vaughan. Limited edition 180-gram translucent blue colored vinyl. This is a limited edition, as I mentioned, of 2,500 individually numbered copies on that colored vinyl, audiophile, of course, because it's MOV. This Stevie Ray Vaughan compilation is part of the popular Martin Scorsese Presents the Blues series, which was released originally in 2003. So this well-collected and arranged chapter of the series offers an amazing and unique overview into one of the most important blues guitarists of all time. The album, by the way, offers more than just an overview of Stevie Ray Vaughan's greatest hits, because it also includes some less common picks as well as rare and hard-to-find live sessions. Double LP on that blue vinyl, very limited edition. Martin Scorsese Presents the Blues at his Stevie Ray Vaughan, coming in hefty at a suggested list price of $57. How about some live stuff? Here we have The Who live at Shea Stadium in 1982. This is from The Who's 1982 tour, which was all in North America, apart from 2 warm-up dates in Birmingham, England. And it was the last to feature Kenny Jones on drums, and they wouldn't tour again until 1989. So this was a big one for The Who. Triple LP on black vinyl, The Who live at Shea Stadium 1982, coming in at a suggested list price of $40. Also on the live side, we've got another in the Dick's Picks series for the Grateful Dead. This is Volume 2, Columbus, Ohio, from October 31st, 1971. This one is a limited edition of 3,500 hand-numbered copies, and they're saying it has a surprise on side 4. Not sure what that surprise is. Does not say anywhere, just lists the track, says a surprise. So take that as you will. Double LP, Dick's Picks Volume 2, Columbus, Ohio, from 1971 from the Grateful Dead. This one coming in at a suggested list price of $70. Here's a reissue of An Evening with the Allman Brothers Band, first set. The description says that the Allman Brothers greeted the 1990s with a smokin' lineup and a great new tour, which resulted in the amazing live recording An Evening with the Allman Brothers, first set. So we're getting a reissue of this. Double LP on black and blue colored vinyl. This one coming in a little heavy. Suggested list price on this is $66. We're also getting a limited edition reissue of the Marshall Tucker Band's A New Life. Limited, as we mentioned, blue smoke colored vinyl. A New Life was the second album by the Marshall Tucker Band, originally released in 1974. This one coming in at a suggested list price of $30. Here's a reissue of a little-known demo record from Janis Joplin. This is Little Girl Blue, Early California Sessions. The description says that these are very early 1962 recordings from a very young Janis Joplin. Recorded in part at the Folk Theater in San Jose in 1962, and the remainder was recorded at the Coffee Gallery in San Francisco, also in 1962. This collection of raw blues tunes is essential for any fan of this iconic performer. So Little Girl Blue Early California Sessions from Janis Joplin coming in at a suggested list price of $26. Moving a little forward in time, but still with the demos and singles, early stuff. Here we have one from the Donnas, and this is Early Singles 1995 through 1999. The description says that the Donnas were one of the greatest punk bands of the 90s, male or female, bringing a uniquely hedonistic yet feminist viewpoint to the genre. Now, with the full cooperation of the band, they are releasing these early singles, a compilation of those. This one coming to us from Real Gone Music and is on purple vinyl with a suggested list price of about $30. From Cleopatra Records, we are getting a reissue of Jack Russell's solo album, Shelter Me. Brand new to vinyl is what the description says, this debut studio album from the great white frontman and one of the most powerful voices in hard rock. This one on blue-colored vinyl coming in at a suggested list price of $28. Also coming from Cleopatra and Deadline Music, we've got something from Pretty Boy Floyd. This is a reissue of Kiss of Death. The description says that the bad boys of Hollywood sleaze metal take on the gods of New York glam with this bombastic tribute album. Again, they're doing the songs of Kiss, featuring supercharged versions of Kiss classics Shout It Out Loud, Detroit Rock City, and Strutter, plus many, many more. This has surged recently, thanks in use to their music and image on HBO's hit show, The Peacemaker. So Pretty Boy Floyd, Kiss of Death on colored vinyl, kind of a purple splatter color vinyl, coming in at a suggested list price of $20. A couple of Jazz Classic Series albums to wrap us up almost here on the show this week. Cannonball Adderley, you know what I mean. This is again from that original Jazz Classic Series. This was originally released in 1960 as a collaboration between jazz saxophonist Cannonball Adderley and legendary pianist Bill Evans, along with the rhythm section of the Modern Jazz Quartet. So sounds like a great one. Coming to us from Craft Recordings on 180-gram black vinyl, listing for about $39. And then another from the original Jazz Classic series. This is Caravan from Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers. Originally released in 1963, Caravan was Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers' first album for Riverside Records. This one also on 180-gram black vinyl and listing for about $39. And then finally wrapping us up for the week of March 1st, we've got an anniversary box set from the Violent Femmes. This is their self-titled Violent Femmes, but it is a deluxe 3-edition LP plus a 7-inch single version. The description says that this expanded 40th anniversary deluxe edition features the self-titled debut album, has been remastered of course, and includes 2 more LPs of B-sides, live sessions, and rare demos. Housed in a lift-top box set with a die-cut darkened window detail, which reveals the box contents, that's kind of cool. It includes these 3 180-gram black vinyl LPs plus a replica 7-inch single, and along with a booklet featuring new liner notes as well. So you get all their classics like Blister in the Sun, Please Do Not Go, Gone Daddy Gone, Add It Up, and many more. Such a great and iconic album this is. Getting that deluxe edition box set release, the Violent Femmes self-titled box set anniversary edition, coming in at a list price of $125. And that is a quick check of some of the releases headed our way for the 1st of March 2024. If you're local and you see something you'd like, just contact us here at the store and we'll get a pre-order in for you. Otherwise, please feel free to head over to our website at radiowastelandrecords.com. Check out all that we have going on here at the store. And as always, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, comment, do all the stuff that YouTube likes you to do to help out with the algorithm. So until next week, this has been Jim from Radio Wasteland. Thanks again for watching.